Next on Worcester News Tonight, snow day in Worcester. Residents are digging out from this season's first major storm. And partying like it's 1978, how people are celebrating a historic storm that happened more than 25 years ago. Good evening, thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Madison. Central Massachusetts woke up to a lot of snow this morning, which closed schools, canceled plans, and made for a long morning commute. Here's a look at Auburn this afternoon. It stopped snowing in the early afternoon, which allowed crews to clear roads of snow and ice. There were reports of scattered power outages from the storm. Those without power are urged to call their electric company, not the police, to get power restored. One place benefiting from the snow was ski resorts like Ski Ward in Shrewsbury. After being closed on Thursday, they opened today at 11 a.m. and with lots of schools closed, plenty of skiers and snowboarders took advantage of the snow day.
And my friends were all texting me, and Connor said, do you guys want to go to Ward around 11? And we all agreed, so we all got in his car and we drove here.
When we first got here, it was powdery and slow, but since they groomed it, it's been great.
It's really cold when you're going down. It's fun, though, because it's, like, scenic. Like, when you're up high, you can see the whole town.
Another place the snow was welcome was in downtown Worcester, which held a Blizzard of 78 party tonight on the Worcester Common to mark the anniversary of the fierce snowstorm. It seems only fitting the day the city gets its largest snowstorm of the year. It's the same day it holds a blizzard party.
I thought that was actually kind of cool. I mean, makes it fun, I guess.
I was actually thinking that the whole event might be canceled because of the snow, but it seems appropriate that it should be snowy on a day that we're celebrating a big blizzard.
38 years ago today, the infamous blizzard came through Worcester, dumping almost 5 feet of snow in the state in 2 days. Tonight, the city celebrated the anniversary with ice skating, music, and food.
I was walking around, I heard all the music, I wanted to see what was going on, so I stopped by.
It also served as an activity for those looking to get out of the house.
We're just stuck in the house all day and thought we'd come out and get some fresh air.
What's your favorite wintertime activity?
Hot chocolate, no.
The infamous blizzard formed on this date 38 years ago. Today's snow caused its share of problems this morning, including a hit-and-run accident that closed Belmont Street for several hours. Our Olivia Lemon has the latest details on the investigation.
It's dangerous. And bunch of accident happens all the time, even when it's not snowing. So imagine when it's snow.
For people who live in the area, they know how dangerous Belmont Street can be.
I seen an Escalade actually sliding down right over here on East Kendall, sideways. The back tires were stuck, like he was just sliding sideways. It's scary.
Going down this hill, yeah, it's very dangerous going down this hill, a lot. I see a lot of accidents coming up and down this hill.
Worcester police say Friday morning a 61-year-old woman was hit by a car while attempting to cross the street. Police say the vehicle stopped briefly but then fled the scene without identifying themselves.
Horrible traffic. As you see, cars are sliding down the hill.
The city warned drivers to avoid the areas between UMass Memorial Medical Center and Skyline Drive as emergency crews responded to the scene.
It's too dangerous. Stay home if you can. And if you don't have to come out, definitely stay home.
Police say the woman suffered a fracture but is in stable condition. In the meantime, people who have lived in Worcester for years are reminding everyone to stay safe in the snowy conditions.
Drive slow, drive safe.
Drive very slow. Very, very slow.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester police are looking for a blue Toyota Camry, possibly with New York license plates. They are still investigating and are asking anyone with any information, witness information, to call the Worcester Police Department. Well, the first major snowstorm of the winter left several inches of snow here in Worcester. Our Patricia Nicholas has a look at how residents are digging out from the storm.
As the snow fell, Worcester residents, young and old, were outdoors shoveling, and they were not complaining.
I think it's nice because I like snow, but it's cold, and I don't like cold.
I like the snow, so it would be nice to have more of it, but I like it when it comes on the weekends because that's good for work and stuff, so I like it. Want more of it. I'm a winter guy. Beard.
The snow started early Friday morning in Worcester and intensified. It was more than many expected. Resident Martha Stevens was out cleaning off her cars. She says the snow was pretty, but she's not looking forward to cleaning it.
Do it in increments. Go out for a little while, go back in, come back out, just do a little bit more. I wouldn't try to do it all at one time. I mean, a little bit each hour I've been trying to come out, sweep a little bit more, because it's heavy. It's a heavy snow, so I would be careful.
Chris Fradella and his family were out in the snow as a family. He says it normally takes about an hour and a half. He says he advises people to start early.
This is pretty heavy and wet, so probably be out there now before it's over and you get a foot of snow instead of 6 inches of snow to deal with. And if you're going to shovel, small scoop fills and take your time.
His son Leo says he's already looking forward to when the snow stops.
Just running around in my backyard and playing around.
Patricia Nicholas, Worcester News Tonight.
Most schools in central Massachusetts ended up with a snow day on Friday, and some got creative in announcing the news to students and teachers. Northbridge Public Schools posted this video on their Facebook page.
There's no school today in Northbridge, so we all can sleep. No need to do your homework now, so don't you frown. Go back to counting sheep.
The video stars Superintendent Dr. Catherine Stickney and features the voice of the high school's Tri-M chapter of the Music Honor Society. Now, you may recognize that melody, too. The students changed the lyrics from "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" from Disney's movie Frozen. To politics now, Governor Charlie Baker decided to give an endorsement in the Republican presidential race just days before the New Hampshire primary. Baker announced he's supporting New Jersey Governor Christie. Allison King has a look at Baker's choice.
I don't ever want to be in a position where people say, you know, you never had an opinion.
After months of saying he would stay out of the presidential race, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker has gotten in, endorsing New Jersey Governor Christie.
Based on Governor Christie's record as a Republican in a deep blue state, New Jersey, where he inherited an enormous budget deficit and a whole series of other very significant economic and fiscal problems, he did a pretty terrific job of working across the aisle.
Baker says he changed his mind about getting involved just this week, and here's why.
A concern about the two leads coming out of Iowa are not folks who've demonstrated an ability to collaborate, work across the aisle.
Governors recognize how important it is to have a governor as the next nominee. And two, that we're competing right through to Tuesday.
Christie needs all the help he can get in New Hampshire, where the latest polls show he has lost some ground, down to just 5%. The candidate to beat is still Donald Trump. His lead has shrunk to 29%, with Rubio surging into second with 19%, John Kasich at 13%, Jeb Bush 10%, and Ted Cruz is at 7% in New Hampshire, where he has had to defend himself against charges of questionable campaign tactics in Iowa. John Kasich, caught with his campaign engaging in a friendly snowball fight, is determined not to go negative, releasing this new positive ad.
Politics has become nasty and desperate, and you know it does not have to be that way.
Donald Trump had to cancel his morning rally in Londonderry, New Hampshire, unable to fly due to weather. He spends Friday evening at a rally in South Carolina before returning for Saturday night's last televised Republican debate. For Worcester News Tonight, I'm Allison King.
New Boston Globe Suffolk University polls shows the race are tightening in New Hampshire. Among Republicans, Donald Trump still in the lead at 29%, Marco Rubio is second at 19%, John Kasich third at 13%, and Jeb Bush is fourth. For the Democrats, the polls show Bernie Sanders leading Hillary Clinton 50 to 41%, with 8% undecided. Well, the man making a pitch to bring professional hockey to Worcester has met with the ECHL's Board of Governors, and tonight, sources are telling us the board unanimously approved the bid to establish a team here in Worcester. There is no official word from the ECHL on today's vote, but Cliff Rucker and his associates have scheduled a tentative press conference and luncheon for Monday at the DCU Center. Earlier this week, we spoke with Rucker, who said he was confident the Board of Governors would vote in favor of the team, and he is hoping the team will be one that fans will support long term.
We need to make our way out into the fan base, and that's coming soon. And we're going to need support from all sectors, from the city government, from the Chamber of Commerce, from the business community, and from the fans.
Again, a press conference has been scheduled for Monday. Kevin Shea will have more details later in sports. A launch party is set for tomorrow for a book written here in Worcester that features local refugees. 3 UMass Medical School students published a storybook about young Burmese refugees who live in Worcester. It's titled When We Were Home. The book follows their struggles before and after coming to the U.S. and includes artwork. The authors volunteer at the Worcester Refugee Assistance Project. A party and book signing will be held Saturday at the organization's office in Worcester's Denholm building.